Well, um, I received few emails about asking for details and other generic questions. So one question is quite frequent is uh, about they ask me if I'm not afraid of spreading this form because there's a lot of people who didn't have it, didn't know it, and this might be used to make stronger and people that patched that patched pieces of own style for pretending to be teachers and stuff and pretending to have learned stuff from my lineage. And I tell you, I will work out a reply. I will want to write it down because I don't want to say words that might be misunderstood. I've already had very bad experiences from other people who practice the Hung style and quite close to my lineage who reached the point of threatening my life because I said that Master Chan Hon Chung eventually got sick and then died, which is apparently the Kung Fu masters don't get sick and don't die in their minds. And so I had to start an international inquiry with Interpol to catch the people. I mean, it's been really unpleasant. So I will not cover this thing just talking. I want to think about it, and I will give you an answer because there's a few people asked that. So this is the one thing. The second thing is about the details. A good one of people that daily follow these videos and then go to or follow them when on the YouTube channel asked me some questions about how when the tiger that hides his traces, the hands, if the hands turn a little or not, because he saw that. I'm really grateful for the questions, and I'm really thank this nice friend from Mexico for the question. But what I want to make clear is that details are not important. If you focus on the details, well, do I have to keep my fingers lightly bent, or how much is the angle, the degree of the bend of the finger, or do the hands stay flat, or do they turn in, or do this is bullshit. The thing that you have to put your attention on, what counts, what really matters is the fundamentals principles, is the movements of the pelvis, is the translation of the stances, is the way you put your weight on the feet, the way you behave with the attack line, which is something that is one of the main things of the Hung style, because the working on the attack line, which is something that you can do really well with a wooden dummy. The wooden dummy is not meant to make your arm stronger, hitting the wood and hurting yourself. I mean, I hate that kind of things. It's something that has been made popular by the Kung Fu movies of the 70s, but actually it's stupid. Why should I hurt myself hitting an piece of wood? I mean, it's really incredible. the wooden dummy is something that you can use for understanding how to move around the attack line, and and keeping always an advantage on your opponent. And so please forget the details. Bear in mind that what counts, what the Tit Sin Kuen want to tell you is that you need to focus on the important things. So always start from your waist, and then that must be always in full control, and then focus on your process of acting. So it's perception of something that is coming, and then your intention, and while that's together with your sight that goes in the direction of the attack, and then you're moving your center of gravity, so you anticipate what's going on. Because remember, the center of gravity is the main thing, because 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters of movements of your waist is much more effective than somebody who throws a punch. Think about it. I mean, if your opponent is loading a punch, in that moment when he loads, you just move your center of gravity, and with your bridge P, you're in, and that's it. And then so you can add, you can use the second bridge 1, for instance, for deflecting the force and going in, or you can use any other bridge. But the thing is that what you want to do is getting an advantage, and using this scheme of movements that starts from perceiving what's going on, putting in your sight and intention, and starting from the center of gravity. That is the only way to have the maximum of chances to win. So I hope I replied to my Mexican brother, and I want to go back before getting into the Sin. I want to go back to the attack line, because other maids ask me things about the fu chao, the single and double fu chao, the tiger claws that I showed the other day. And this time I want to use the crane hop chai for trying to demonstrate what I want to say when I say that working and moving around the attack line, because the crane is a weapon that is often misused. Okay, so let's think about the fork. I do it slowly, so I mean I'm not putting energy, because I want you to understand what I'm thinking. When we do the full hawk and we reach the point just before the crane, we usually see stuff like this: 1 and 2. Okay, and this is a waste of time and a waste of momentum. Okay, what you're supposed to do is thinking that this is the attack line. So the idea that the construction of the form that has been put together to give you good reasons to move and to check. There's something like you threw a punch that has been probably blocked or dodged, and so there's something else that coming in, and that you're trying to avoid. I mean, you need to cope with what's going on. So usually people say, well, there is a punch that comes in, I go around the punch, I deflect it, and then I hit, something like that. So this way of interpreting the crane has a lot of shortcomings. First, from here, you do this and you're used one of your weapons to block a punch, but so you're left with another weapon, which is back somewhere here, and also after you block this, the opponent has, excuse me, all the other weapons to keep on punching at me. I mean, you're blocking, you want to hit, but there's one time, so go here, and usually the opponent doesn't throw just a punch, bang. So this cutting in and punching, So you just do this, and the second punch is in while you. But if you think at the attack line, then you do a proper crane, which is this together. It's totally different. Okay, so don't focus on doing the hands. I hit on the acupuncture point here. This is just bullshit. The idea is that the crane works is a combined work which is not meant to block. Is kind of a ongsao of the Wing Chun and is all together. And what you do with this is just you get out of the attack line, And with this, you do two things. The first thing you do is that you get out of the attack line, and the second thing is that you use, as usually, one of our favorites now, bridges P, because you invade the opponent's space and you take advantage at your hand. What is the meaning of this hand? That is the crane pick or whatever. Is just forget when you want to display before people and the demonstration and stuff. Of course, you go like this because it looks good. It looks good. But the thing is that the crane is this. Okay, so you get what you do, you never, ever lose your hip. Your rear hip is always pointed. Okay, it's there. And bam, bam. And so you're ready to have other techniques. Is boom, boom, bam. Okay? And this is the idea that Tit Sin Kuen gives you. You forget the stereotype movements that are so nice, so beautiful, and so important for reaching a good knowledge of the art, the principles, and a good perception of your body. This is very good, okay, to practice. It's very good. Is like a whip. All the movement comes from your waist, body, and forget the forearm. Think about the elbow. That throws the strike. Okay, but when you are training yourself, forget the stereotype fancy movements that we like so much and we have so much pleasure and fun of to train because they are nice, and focus on the meaning. So when you go when you're training your crane by yourself, always remember that the crane is this thing. Okay, that's pam, 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 and then always ready for your ting, which is the last shot where you bet 100% of your coins, and because you're looking forward to win. Okay, so it was clear that I don't want to in any way blame the idea of the form as a art, as martial art, with the beauty of the traditional movements, but I want to always be clear on the fact that when you train, you always have to bear in mind that you have to focus on the principles that keep the whole thing together, and the principles that are always made clear, more evident in the Tit Sin Kuen, where the animals and the elements disappear and we are back in the principles that are, from being pure concepts, become the actual training method and the actual movements. We are moving into the world of the concepts. It's philosophical. It's a philosophical miracle, but Tit Sin Kuen is a miracle. Okay, let's do it, and we'll do just a salute. We'll skip the section, the section of the third section of right and left, and we go directly to the part that we are working on these days. Okay, I do the salute on the first frontal part to get into the base of the Tit Sin Kuen. It's always important to find a condition of peace. If you just train or describe something as I did just previously, you need to go back in a relaxed situation. Put all your conscience on your waist and feel the air that goes in and out while you move without your effort, without you wanting to send it out and pulling it in. Should stop talking or we go on forever for this. Hey. Oh. Hey. Wow. Oh. Hey. Okay, now I should start part. We go this, there, there. Okay, and bam, 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 bam. And we go to the next, to the full. Okay. Remember, we're going that way. This is out. So this will be below. Oh. Hey. Hey. Oh. Hey. Ah. Go, done. We return here, and we do it on the other side. So, right hand below. Oh. Hey. Hey. Oh. Hey. Ah. Oh. So, this is it. We've added some movements. I want to point out a few things. So, why do I insist on the hand below, left hand below, right hand below, which can be seen as a detail, as the bullshit, like should be hands to straight and turn or something. Because it's really important when you turn during your translation, this hand should be free because you just finished working in this way and you don't know what is going on here. So what you don't want to do is having this hand block just in case, you see, because you have to this should be. So it's really important. Every basic detail, as every details of efficiency should be kept in mind. The finger, the angle of the finger is not important, but the hand below is very important. So let's do it again. I will stop for underlining some things that are important. So remember, never like in this part, is very important to have the weight correctly on the front of your foot with the heels that slightly touch, caress the ground without applying weight. Otherwise, you're stuck. Okay? So, oh, I feel something there. So, I slightly move my center of gravity. Hey! P. Hey! Fun and P. Now, isn't this is but is not the leg that brings me from si-hing ma to si-hing ma, is the waist that brings me there. Okay, so it's hey, hey, P. Okay, and now again, open the leg, but do not retract. Stay there. Again. Hey, you gain twice the space of your step because this is another P and Che, two bridges. And now you're not retracting, you're not surrendering, you're just changing your strategy, okay? Wow. Yes, you see. Wow. Wow. Mm. Oh. Note. You turn your position. Apparently, your waist, your left hip is unloaded, is back, but it's not true. This hip is loaded when you strike. The semi-ma is a active semi-ma. Your semi-ma is low because you're ready, and from this position you can do whatever you want. You can go forward, you can go backward. You can go backward, always moving your weight, not the legs, the weight. Okay, it's the efficiency comes from the use of the center of gravity and of your waist. The legs are something like in a puppet, that's there, go behind, and then they form a base which is solid, but is never stuck on the ground. It's always light, is always resilient, is always a base that can be modified just in a matter of a second, because it's your center of gravity that decides where you are going, not the legs. Don't think anytime, never. Your movement, your action doesn't start from the legs, which is a curse. Every martial art starts. Every martial art, from the Tai Chi to the internal northern styles, everything is based on your waist, and this is where everything happens. Okay, the legs follow. They must follow in an efficient way. So it's very important that your weight is correctly distributed on your feet. Otherwise, if you're back, you're stuck. But if your weight is there, the legs follow. I think we had enough. Let's see if somebody thank Mohammed. Thank to you for attending. Greetings to Egyptian brothers from Italy. And thank you to everybody. And I think we have finished for today. Look forward to see you tomorrow. Same place, same times. Wash your hands. Stay home. Stay safe. Train Kung Fu. Okay?